Well, learning during the pandemic has certainly presented challenges for students and their families. Some parents are concerned their children are falling behind and wonder if they should repeat a grade to try to catch up. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Patricia Del Rio went looking for answers about whether holding your child back is the right choice.
Distance learning, Zoom classes, social distancing in the classroom. Let's face it, this past year has not been an easy way for kids to learn. And now some parents are worried their children have fallen behind, and they're wondering if they should hold their kids back in the fall. A glance of various online parenting groups on social media, and it isn't hard to find this topic of discussion. One mom writing, "I'm definitely thinking of holding my child back. Their math is terrible, they cannot write. With the hybrid learning, they are having a terrible time." Another posting, "Some students have been able to make needed growth and other students haven't. I can understand how some students might need an extra year." But the idea of having a child repeat a grade is an extreme decision.
It's a very complicated discussion. People want to make it an easy decision, but it really isn't.
West Hartford Superintendent of Schools Tom Moore says parents might think it's what's best for their child, but he says most times it's not.
I know there's a increase in parents talking about it. I don't actually see an increased need to actually do that this year because of the issues that have spread across all strata of education.
Moore says that school districts are aware there are learning gaps this past year, and repeating a grade is often not the answer when other kids are in the same boat.
Especially at this time during a pandemic, we don't want to make knee-jerk choices for one child when really a whole class could be going through that, a whole school, our whole state, our whole country.
And child psychologists like Dr. Laura Saunders warn there can be a social stigma involved when a kid gets left back.
There's absolutely a stigma attached to that because the kids know that, oh, wow, you were in class with me. I saw you in Zoom meetings with me or in Google Meets with me. And now you're back, redoing X grade. So there is a real stigma attached to that. And it's actually the reason why the education system over the last 20 years has really gotten away from holding kids back.
Educators say repeating a grade cannot be done so easily just because a parent wants it. There are many interventions that would be done for a child long before it gets to that. Sarah Wolfen is an associate professor at UConn's NEAG School of Education.
The interventions are usually either small group or individualized, really focused, targeted instruction for the student to sort of catch them up and get them up to kind of speed and up to the standards for that grade level and for that age range, rather than kind of the whole cloth, retention, do the whole grade level again.
Educators say there are some extreme examples where holding back is the right decision. They say talk to the teacher, see where the child needs support, and to remember that in the fall, teachers will be factoring in that most kids have had some learning challenges. I'm Patricia Del Rio, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
It is an interesting debate, Patricia. Thank you very much.